Hello everyone, Devin Nash back with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing my monthly goals for December. My previous video that I made was a outline of what I was going to try to accomplish in December, and this will be a video reviewing it because I think that review is just as important as goal planning. Most of us, when we think about planning our goals, we think about, okay, what am I going to do in the next 6 months? What am I going to do in a month? What am I going to do in a week? What am I going to do today? But I think it's just as important to look back on your days and weeks and months. And I have a monthly review and a daily review that I do at the end of every day and month to figure out what went right and what went wrong. So I encourage you to also do this process, particularly now that we're going into the new year. It's very beneficial to look back on the year and say, hey, like what happened? What went right? What went wrong? So that's what we're doing in this video. We'll find out how many things that I was able to accomplish and what I was not able to accomplish. So let's start off with the three main ones that I set for last month. The first was for my own development as a brand and for content for self-improvement, which is super important to me. My first priority was to hire some help for video editing, as well as learn my camera, the new G7 that I got, and also develop a consistent social calendar to help build my presence over the next month. The second main goal was to invest in the market further. So it was to set up a new system for investing in the market. I had before, but I want to get a better one. And also to develop a consistent system to invest monthly, which I had never done before. And the third goal was to help develop CLG. So which of these three did I accomplish? Did I accomplish all of them? Did I accomplish some of them? Let's find out in the review. So let's start with content and brand development. The first was to hire help because, as you guys know, I work for CLG full-time, beyond full-time. So I need some help to do these videos. I still want to do these videos. The videos are awesome to do. And I hope that they add something to someone who's watching them. So I'll keep doing them, but I really needed someone to help me be more consistent with it. And luckily, I was very lucky to find that person who emailed me some months ago, and I've now been able to get some help from, and I'll be talking more about that later. So that goal was accomplished. The next goal on the building the presence of the brand was social calendar. So setting a social calendar to plan releases for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter type messages. Doing that on like Saturday or Sunday and making that a little bit easier a little bit easier for me, so I wasn't thinking about, doing Twitter or Instagram posts in the middle of the day when I'm maybe having meetings and that could interrupt me. So kind of planning all that stuff out for the week and then thinking about what I'm going to do every day, making that easy and sort of streamlining that process. I did accomplish that goal. I designed a spreadsheet that has every day on it and shows what I want to post for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on the weekends, I kind of plan the whole week so that I don't have to devote time to that mentally so that I can focus on the things that I need to do to move CLG forward. So the third goal was video production. So I accomplished that goal, the social calendar. The third goal was video production. So in addition to getting help for video, can I also create a system that allows me to make more videos? Can I either appropriate some time to doing video ideas every day, or can I film videos more at once? Let's look at some techniques and get better at this. So this goal I did accomplish. I developed a system where I can make more videos, and I should be doing about 5 to 6 videos a week that's actually full-length videos. I should actually be doing even more short-length videos for you guys. So that's a huge improvement. That goal was definitely accomplished. I'm really happy about that. And should be seeing a lot more videos on this YouTube channel because of that in January, more than ever before. The fourth goal, so that's basically the first vital three. That's all of the stuff that I want to do for the self-improvement channel and my own kind of development as a person and as a I guess, I don't know, I hate to use the word expert because I'm really far from it, but I don't know, like an authority in self-development and self-improvement. I guess that's better. So next, investing in the market. So setting up a better system to invest in the market, I did accomplish that goal. I work through a company called Charles Schwab, and I do investments there. I called them up and said, hey, I'm looking for a better way to be more consistent with my investing, and took a lot of advice. And I also set up a monthly system to invest called dollar cost averaging. So the idea is you invest at the same time every month, usually in low risk stuff, so like index funds or things like that. I'll do more videos on investing. And by investing every time, let's say the 20th of the month or like the 15th of the month, the idea is that by being consistent, the market always goes up over time, or at least it always has. You will make more money over time, particularly because you'll be investing at low points and points that you may not necessarily feel are optimal, but are optimal for market reasons. So I did set up that system, was very happy with that. Some of my secondary goals before we move on to CLG. Time management. So create a numerical system of importance around tasks and schedule tasks day by day. Become more accountable for wasted time. I did accomplish this goal. I created a system of stars. So in my planning, I will do 5 to 1 star. So 5 stars means it's the most important thing I have to do that day. 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, etc. for levels of importance. I did accomplish that goal. I now set stars for every one of my things I need to do, and I find that helps me knock over lead dominoes that I'm working on during the day, and I tend to focus on more important stuff. So accomplish that goal. Meditation. So I plan for meditation to happen every day, and that is a 7-day-a-week thing with no breaks. It's one of the only things I do every single day, or try to do every single day. I accomplished this goal partially. I did about 20 days of meditation during the month of December. I did not accomplish it fully. I didn't meditate every single day. But I do find that has, out of everything in my December, the meditation has the highest impact, which means out of every other thing that I do, this is the thing that moves me forward the most. Meditation helps my concentration. It helps me get more done, keeps me more calm, makes me a better leader, all kinds of stuff. It is the highest impact out of everything I do. And I do a ton of stuff for self-improvement. So I hope that speaks very highly to you. If you're considering one thing that you can do to improve your life, I think meditation might be it, and at least it is for me. So I plan to be more consistent with that role in January, and that leads me into some consistent rituals as part of secondary goals. So number one of the consistent rituals was make my bed within 15 minutes of waking up every morning. I did accomplish this goal. I did this every day in December that I was in Arcadia. There were some days where I couldn't do it because I was in Tahoe, and I either didn't have a bed because I was sleeping on the floor for a while. My girlfriend was sick, unfortunately, so I couldn't make a bed if I didn't have one, but I did make a bed every day that I had a bed. For sleep schedule, never go past 10:30 p.m., be in bed by 10:30 p.m. I did not accomplish this goal this month. I did accomplish it for the majority of the month, but at the end of December, we had Christmas and New Year's, and I couldn't accomplish that goal as well, unfortunately. But I did do it for the majority, looking at January to be more consistent with that goal. For food, so I had a goal to not overeat after dinner. It was one of these things I was doing was I would eat a dinner and then I'd eat a bunch of snacks like grapes and chocolate and food and stuff. So I did accomplish that goal. I stopped overeating after dinner. I stopped eating at dinner. I made sure that was the final thing that I ate, that I went to bed. Totally accomplished that goal. Planning out my days, Monday to Friday, at the end of every day at 9 p.m. So the goal here was at 9 p.m. every day to plan my next day. And I did accomplish this goal Monday to Friday every single day. Even when I was on vacation, accomplished that goal every single day. Huge improvement in my life by just knowing what I need to do the next day. For exercise, maintain a 4 to 5 day a week schedule of yoga and attend jiu-jitsu at least 3 times a week. So if you guys watch a lot of my videos, you know that I love hot yoga. And I also have been getting really into jiu-jitsu. I did accomplish both of these goals. I attended yoga at least 4 times a week, every week. I wasn't able to do 5 times a week because they canceled some of my classes. So it was hard for me to switch my schedule around. But they're bringing them back in January, so it should be okay. And I did attend jiu-jitsu at least 3 times a week, so I accomplished that goal as well. At the end of December, I was unable to go to jiu-jitsu because I was up in Tahoe, but I supplemented those workouts for weight work and going to the gym. So I did accomplish those goals for physical activity. So super good there. Confidence and speech development. So stopping small statements that show that I'm not confident. Sometimes justifying a sentence with another sentence because I don't know what to say. And also speaking with pauses. I tend to talk really fast, especially if I'm excited. So I'm deliberately trying to speak with pauses more and just slow down my speaking. I think I've accomplished this goal. This is going to go into something that I'm going to talk about a little bit later, but it's a little bit hard to tell that I accomplished this goal. However, I can say that I mostly got better at it. I think this is something that's going to take many, many months to improve on. It's just not going to happen right away. eliminating white space. So white space, for you who watch my videos quite a bit, white space is like when you're should be working, but you're on a game, or you should be working, but you're kind of halfway there, or you're talking to someone. For the most part, I did better at this than I ever have done before, and I eliminated almost all white space. I had to block certain websites, so I actually blocked Reddit completely. On this computer, I just cannot go there. I used a program called Stay Focused, and I blocked that website. I just found that my willpower was just not good enough to deal with it. And frankly, 99% of the stuff that I read on it, I don't remember, I don't care. So I just decided, you know what? I'm done. And then recently at the end of the month, I think it's worth noting, I actually unsubscribed from every subreddit. And because now I can only go there on my phone, and I don't usually use my phone, so I only really browse it like maybe at the end of the night for a couple of minutes. I unsubscribed from every subreddit except investing subreddits and really like personal finance subreddits. So now the only information that I can get on the front page is just stuff that's about investing. It's just useful to know. And actually those subreddits are quite good, so that helped me out a lot. So that goal was accomplished. And then the last goal was to set new goals for 2017, both for the month of January and for the year of 2017. Big macro goals, like what am I going to do? Accomplish those goals as well. So the final goal of the Vital 3, CLG development, I'll read it to you. Build CLG into a top-level company and solve the company's largest problems. I definitely failed at this goal. And I tried to think about why, and then I saw the big problem that I did with these goals and planning these. So let's read it again. So build CLG into a top-level company and solve the company's largest problems. Well, there is no way at all I could accomplish this goal, because certainly CLG is not going to become a top-level company in a month. What does a top-level company even mean? And solving the company's largest problems, I did not succeed, because again, that is a goal that I don't think I can accomplish in a single month. So the biggest problem I had with my goals in December was that many of my goals were not objective. They didn't have a metric to which they could pass or fail. And for all of the goals that I failed, I accomplished about 85% of my goals this month, which is great. It's awesome. But for all the goals, the 15% that I didn't actually pass on were all because I made statements that I couldn't, how do I say it? I made statements that really didn't have a way to win. They didn't have a way to win or fail. That's just as important. So a goal like intermittent fasting. So fasting, I actually think I might have glazed over that goal. So I did do a fast this week, this month, and I accomplished it. It was about 2.5 days. I'll talk about that in a minute to get to this point. Do at least one fast for at least 2 days in the month of December. That is a very objective goal. Super pass or fail. You can understand it very well. Meditate every day for at least 15 minutes. Very pass or fail. Speak with pause and confidence. That is not a good goal, right? Solve the company's largest problems. That's not a good goal. When you're setting goals and you're setting resolutions, you need to know how you can win and how you can fail. And that was the biggest mistake I made in December. You'll see in my follow-up video for January 2017 goals that I fixed that. I have all objective goals, just like really easy ways to win or fail. So I think I glossed over fasting, so I want to talk about that. So I had one last goal that was to do one intermittent fast for the month of December. I did accomplish that goal. I did a 2.5-day water fast, and I will not be doing another water fast. That was a mistake. I read into it and figured out that I should be doing fast with a little bit of help. So I'm going to be taking BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, next time. And I'm also going to be taking coconut oil, which contains medium chain triglycerides, which kind of help with the whole process of fasting. You take in a little bit of fat, but otherwise you're not eating, and it helps you feel better. But I felt pretty terrible by the second day, and I had to give a bunch of talks. So one talk in particular was to the entire company on this kind of global meeting, and that was actually I was feeling pretty bad. I was in my second day, or I was actually in halfway through my third day, so I was feeling pretty weak and felt like I couldn't give that talk optimally. So I ended up eating, and I'm glad I did, because I was right. I would not have been able to give a great talk if I had not done that. But I found out that if you're gonna fast, and I do recommend doing it, it was an amazing experience to do it for a lot of reasons. I think I'll do a whole separate video on why fasting is cool. If you're gonna do it, and you are very busy or you exercise a lot, you have to be really careful about how you do it. And one thing I realized was I'm going to need to rethink the way that I do fasting, but I'll talk about that in another video. Goal accomplished. So anyway, takeaway was a couple of takeaways from this just for hopefully your own benefit. Number one, meditation was definitely the biggest factor in my success this month. And number two, not making my goals objective and not making my goals pass and fail was the biggest reason I failed. That was the biggest reason that I wasn't successful, was because I didn't make those goals actually have any kind of metric for how they can succeed. So if you're setting your resolutions or your goals for this new year, make sure you make them objective in terms of pass or fail. And that about wraps up December of 2016. Super happy overall. I think a lot of goals are accomplished. 85% is a great win rate. If you have that in gaming, then you're actually doing really well. You're probably like the best person in gaming ever if you have an 85% win rate. Investing too. I mean, Warren Buffett or something, I think he only is right like 60% of the time. Don't have to be right all the time. Don't have to accomplish everything. Don't think too big. You just need to accomplish most of what you set out to do, and you're going to be a very successful person if you do that. So huge rate of return. I hope I get that rate for January, especially since my goals are a lot more vicious in January, which you'll see in the next video. So hopefully this helps you out. I'm doing these videos mostly to hold myself accountable, but also just to kind of give you guys some perspective on how I think and maybe give you guys a couple of good tips in the meantime for how you can set your own goals. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video or comment or subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. That would be amazing to me and would help me a lot. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you again for the next video. There should be many more, much more consistently from here on out. See you next time.